in like an hour. So I'm on my extended lunch break.
And that's kind of nice though, because
No,
then
you're,
you're done. You know.
Yeah, maybe we'll.
hope your spirit doesn't
I heard spirit.
That's what I heard too. What did you say?
You're superior.
Okay.
My superior.
Hope your spirit's not
don't
listening.
listen.
Yeah.
that was creepy.
What in the world?
Yeah, this morning I showed my boys Blue's Clues for the first time. Have you guys watched Blue's Clues? Like growing up?
Oh, are
Sometimes.
you kidding? I freaking loved
Dude,
Blue's Clues.
my dog Steve,
Yeah.
you know? My dog Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve is not the dog.
Steve's not the
Steve's
dog,
the guy.
but he's my dog. You know
No,
what I'm
but
saying?
he's not
my
a dog. He's a dog.
He's a dog. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So you didn't watch it at all?
I feel like I kind of missed out on a lot of cartoon stuff because one, we didn't like have cable a lot or satellite a lot, so we didn't have a ton of access.
Right.
But also when we did, it was like my older siblings were watching television, so it's
Right.
like I kind of watched what they were watching. So
I
did.
It was so like what kind of things did you watch?
I mean, like sometimes I watch Power Rangers. I remember watching like SpongeBob,
The
and,
news.
like Fairly Odd Parents. I don't remember a lot of like kid cartoons.
Right,
I remember
right.
watching like more like the older kid preteen kind of cartoons.
Okay, gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, have you seen like Steve is on like social media now, and he's just like making these videos where he's like, "Hey friends, tell me what's going on right now," and he'll go,
He's
I
like,
get that.
he makes like a 10-minute video
Wow.
where he asks a question and then just pretends to listen
It's
for
like
3
Yeah.
Blue's
minutes.
Clues ASMR.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
kind
it's
of funny
weird.
because
Yeah.
it's like he became the internet's big brother pretty much.
Right,
You
yeah.
know, just like everybody grew up with this dude and now he's like, he's just back, you know,
Yeah.
just supporting everybody
Yeah.
as best he can, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of hilarious. But
I feel like there was a point several years ago where Elmo just came on Twitter or something. It was like, how's everybody's day going?
Elmo was on
And
Twitter?
it, yeah,
I didn't
and it
know
like
that.
descended into chaos or
Oh,
something like
geez.
that.
yeah,
I
and
don't
it's like
know.
Elmo does not like this.
Right.
like,
It was-
like retweeting like political things.
Yeah,
that's wild.
it was weird. Yeah.
Well, it just got me thinking about, you know, watching Blue's Clues this morning. I was like, dude, there's some shows that like they just take me back. You know, I was watching the first episode of Blue's Clues and it was just like I felt like a kid again. You know, my boys were pretty interested, but we got one in and they were like, all right, I'm done.
tapped.
Yeah. I think the thing about the older shows and reason why I showed them Clifford the Big Red Dog a couple days ago.
Was that a TV show?
They had a TV show on, I think it was on PBS.
Oh.
And so, and it was pretty good. But
I only knew
basically-
about the books.
we read the books. We have a book, actually. I think it's an Easter book. But I showed them the show, and they kind of liked that. And so I was like, okay, let me show them some more old stuff. Because I saw a video online where parents were talking about, you know, a lot of the
Garbage
modern
today.
shows. Yeah, a lot of modern shows are all hyper, like, active. A lot of quick
Stimulating.
cuts, hyper stimulating.
Oh, interesting.
And a lot of bright colors, a lot of those kinds of things. And so
Or the main
shows-
characters are just like little turds.
Yeah, like the actual like characterization of
Yeah.
the people in the shows themselves is bad. And so anyway, so they were talking about how a lot of these older shows, like these PBS shows and some of these other shows, did a really good job of like having low like contrast, like low like. What do you call it? Less bright colors.
vibrancy.
Yeah. It's just
Right.
more chill as a whole. Everything's slower. It moves slower, less cuts and stuff. And so, how that's just good for your kids to not like become little crazy.
and just like humans.
in general, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, dude. And so they're listing shows. And I'm like, dude, I rock with these shows. Do you guys watch Little Bear? So you probably didn't watch Little Bear. Do you remember that? No. Okay. Do you remember Little Bear?
I remember Little Bear. I didn't actually watch Little
Okay,
Bear.
I'm younger than both you guys by a couple
Okay,
years. I'm
calm
just saying.
down.
I'm just saying it might
Oh,
be because of
dude.
my age. I'm just saying.
Calm down. You are the baby in the entire friend
I
group.
am
so,
the baby.
Like,
It is me. That's
chill out.
true. Yeah, dang. That's brutal. We need to get some young blood in here.
Wait, he's like trying to kick us off the show.
We need somebody
my
else.
gosh.
I don't know.
they're
Anyway,
just going to be saying like 6, 7 the whole time.
No, God,
just like
no.
the dumbest thing.
Okay, I'm not that young. Okay. But Little Bear goes crazy. That was a great show. It was just super chill. Y'all watch Arthur on PBS?
I hated Arthur.
dude,
I
I didn't.
hated Arthur.
Why?
It was just boring. It was absolutely boring.
See, but it's good for your brain.
Was I'm advanced. Was Little Bear was Little Bear the one the Bill Cosby ish show? Or
No, he had a show called
thinking of Little Bill.
Little Bill.
That's right. You're
Little
so
Bill
right.
Cosby. Which, looking back,
Looking back, you go, wait a minute. This I don't know. What's crazy is I
My
watched
bad.
that show. Like I think it was kind of more my brother or maybe my sister's age, like when it kind of really came out. But I definitely watched that show.
What was the other show? Like the Cosby Family?
The Cosby Show.
The Cosby
The
Show.
Cosby Show. I mean,
I'm
that was
like
like
mixing
huge.
shows here.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
So what is Little Bear? Is it like an actual bear?
Yeah, so it's just
Okay.
it's just a show where just anthropomorphic animals that are just living their lives, and he just he talks to his mom, and she's like, "Oh, little bear, put on your boots. It's raining outside." Little stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like so chill, but I just
What
loved
is-
it. I don't know why.
Kind of like a Daniel's. What is it called? Daniel
Tiger.
Daniel Tiger.
Daniel Tiger, because he's from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood,
Yeah.
right?
Is he
So
really?
That's precious.
I haven't seen it, so I don't, and I didn't watch a ton of Mr. Rogers as a kid. A
neither.
little bit.
No.
Again,
Yeah.
it was kind of boring, but good for your brain apparently.
Wow.
And so-
how dare you belittle Mr. Rogers'
So,
name?
I mean, I'm not saying it was bad. It
Who's
just
better,
bored me a
Mr.
little bit.
Rogers or Steve?
Ooh,
I think you can't have Steve without Mr. Rogers.
good
He
point.
walked so he could run.
That's a really good point. Mr. Rogers walked so Steve could run. I agree. I'm with that for sure. So what TV shows make you nostalgic, Reid?
See, I was gonna tell you. That's why I dropped my phone because I was looking.
You were trying to look it up?
I couldn't remember what the name was, and I was like, well, I have to look it up.
Where did it even
It's
go?
down here. It's fine. But Bear in the Big Blue House.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Okay. Yeah.
Was that the one? I remember Bear in the Big Blue House, but was that the one where they like had a secret, not a secret fort, but it was like a tree house
I
kind
think
of
so.
situation. I remember thinking, wow, that place is super cool.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Imagine living in a treehouse. Yeah, dude.
Also,
Never
See,
watched
that's
it.
interesting because that was a Disney show, I think.
was it?
Yeah, I think so. See, like all of my early kids shows that I remember are all PBS, like public, TV, because we
But I don't-
definitely didn't have
I
cable.
don't feel like I watched it a ton. I just remember it. you know?
okay. Yeah, yeah.
I also remember Codename Kids Next Door.
Oh,
they
that
also
was
had a
goated.
treehouse.
That was
I just
goated.
love tree houses. I think.
I think I just need
But
to
I
live
had
in
a
a
treehouse
treehouse.
as a
There's the
kid.
connection.
My dad and I built a treehouse
that's
in our
so
front
sick,
yard,
dude.
and he got in trouble by like. Wait, I don't think we had an HOA, but he got in trouble because they
That's
were like,
so
"You
lame.
can't build a treehouse in the front yard." And I think my dad told him like,
I don't care.
"Yeah, like, okay, whatever."
Remind me.
That's try me.
Wow.
Kick my kid out of the treehouse. See what
yeah,
happens.
yeah.
So I never actually watched like PBS really at all. In
'Cause
my
it was too
mind-
boring?
Yeah, it was like a little lame. Sally.
too cool
And
for
I was
this.
not a Disney Channel kid. I was strictly Nickelodeon.
Oh,
That's what's wrong with
interesting.
you. Nickelodeon had some questionable
Okay.
shows on there. man.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
the
it
Wild
built
Thornberries.
me.
Blue's Clues was on Blue's Clues was on Nickelodeon. To
Yeah, it
you.
was.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
No, Gullah Gullah Island
Okay,
is
yeah,
probably
yeah.
the one that like sends me the furthest back.
I have no idea what that is.
I didn't watch it, but I know of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And I can't tell you what it's about.
I can't tell you.
I
What
can't tell you what it's about.
An island.
But also
sounds about right.
being like the young, there's like a large age gap between me and my sisters.
She has to point out that she's the youngest in some group.
Listen, guys.
Listen, at some
I'm young
point-
somewhere.
somewhere in this world, I'm young.
When I visit
but-
my grandmother at the senior living home.
Dang.
Wait,
The only place.
let me talk.
Sorry. Go ahead. We're back to our old. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Tell your story.
But because this is my truth. But because of that, like I would always watch like what my sisters, like the older sisters, or my parents, and so like Family Matters and like Fresh Prince, those are like my childhood
Right.
shows growing up. Unfortunately,
Yeah. Fresh Prince.
Unfortunately?
Why is
Wow.
that? Yeah.
Like-
Why is that unfortunate?
well, not like I don't have like Little Bear or
Like little kid
Bill.
shows,
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
have like little kid shows. That now like Rugrats was obviously like
I do remember some of
top
Rugrats.
tier.
Rugrats is so good.
But yeah, I didn't get the full like. No, this is cartoon time.
This is
Like,
for
no,
little
we're
kids.
watching Fox News.
Seinfeld is on. It's gonna be on.
It's right now.
That was what it was like at night. I felt like with where we were, because we lived with my grandma for a little bit, and so like there was we had PBS in the morning, and then it was like just whatever's on. So yeah, we would watch the news, and then whatever came on after the news. So like I grew up. A little bit on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
Like, because it was
nice.
just on after the
This
news,
explains a lot.
And so,
So much.
it's so funny.
It really
is.
is.
It really
so
is.
so
is.
good. And so, but it was on after the news, and that's what was on TV. So that's what we watched. That's just what it was. So
That's so good. I love how like the news is just so like heart wrenching all the time, and it's like, whose line is it anyway? Let's bring
Right
America back
after,
up.
yeah.
there was a what? Oh, have you seen that clip of it's Stephen Colbert and Steve Carell and Dana Carvey are reacting to this show that they were on, and they're reacting to the like TV spot where they're kind of walking through what their lineup is for the night, and they're like, this weekend tonight on Home Improvement, there's a cancer scare, and they're not sure if the son has cancer or whatever. I can't remember the kid's name.
Yes.
And they're
Wow.
like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen, Dad. I don't want to die. He's like, it's gonna be okay, son. It's this really emotional thing. And then after that is the Dana Carvey Diet Mug root beer show, or whatever. And so they're just reacting to this clip. Like, how did this happen at once?
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, I think it's
Home Improvement was a great show.
great show.
Yeah.
Great
Watched
show.
almost none of that ever.
No?
No.
Oh, that's a good
Wow.
one.
I know that Tim Allen was on it, and there was the guy who was like, you could never see his whole head over the
Wilson.
fence.
Wilson, yeah.
That's about all I know about that
Yeah.
show.
I mean, that's all you need to know.
He was
really.
on a TV show in the TV show.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
What's
about
so weird to
Whoa.
think is like our children, maybe even our children's children, like they're not gonna have nostalgic like TV shows. They are probably gonna have like nostalgic creators, like YouTubers or like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's
Weird.
all it's kind of
That's weird, yeah.
Working me out.
Well, you control your child's destiny, so
Sure, they
That's a
have
good
no
point.
say in anything.
I mean, I'm forcing my kids to watch shows from the 90s.
he's like, yeah, they're
So, I
watching
mean,
Blue's
like,
Clues this morning. So
Blue's Clues, and yeah.
I
So
have someone on my staff who was born after 9/11, which is a very that needs to be known.
that's a lot of people now, though.
No, I know.
It really is.
That's everybody that I hired.
There's a lot of adults,
He was
yeah.
born after 9/11. He's like, I grew up a 90s baby. And I said, no, sir. You do not take my culture.
literally not
Do
possible.
Yeah,
not
that's
take my
not
culture.
possible at all.
what that
And
means.
he's like, well, because they would play Blue's Clues and Fresh Prince, and they would play like all like the
Oh, right,
90s
right,
shows, like Saved by the Bell, blah blah blah.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, so they like they educated you, but like you were not a
Yeah.
90s kid.
Yeah.
Chill out.
Yeah, for sure.
And don't appropriate my culture.
I mean, to be fair, like, so I was born in 95, and so I don't really like know pre 9/11 like world that much. You know what I mean? Like, I knew it. Like, I was very aware when 9/11
Yeah.
happened, but like
Where were
the
you
world
when
itself- wait a minute. Is this an investigation?
No, what?
We turned the lights on.
He's like 6 years old at the time.
Yeah, I was. I was in first grade.
I was
and-
piloting a plane.
Wait, yo.
We're gonna get flagged. This episode is
shut
getting
down.
flagged.
We're getting shut down
We're gonna
so
get
fast.
shadow banned.
It's not like we
Season
said
4.
who really was behind 9/11.
We didn't say that.
We didn't.
Yeah.
At all.
But, you know.
So
So let's
sorry.
move on.
There are questions. But anyway, I just didn't know the world like that
Right,
much. You
yeah.
know, like I didn't go on planes. I didn't do
You've
any
never
of that
been to the
stuff,
airport
you know?
without going through extensive
Exactly,
security. Yeah.
right. And so it's just interesting. Like, so I was born in 95 and I did a lot of 90s things, you know, but like, I don't know that I really consider myself a 90s baby
Sure.
at the same time.
Technically, you are.
I mean, I am, but
yeah.
like it just, some of the things I don't,
Yeah.
you know, feel like I
Yeah.
totally relate to, which is, I guess, why you kind of, you know, you have that delineation of millennial and Gen Z, which sucks.
Sure,
So
sure. The trauma of it all.
the trauma of it all, yeah.
Speaking of
Trauma specifically.
specifically,
Hard pivot to
I-
trauma.
tell me about your deepest
Tonight on Home Improvement, the cancer scare.
Gum, dude.
root beer.
I think it's like Dana
No, it-
Carvey's Diet Mug Root Beer Show or something like
It like
that.
cuts to a commercial or something like that.
No, because it's like it's a preview of the show of the like what's happening tonight on ABC or it's not ABC, but they're like tonight on TBS Home Improvement, Cancer Scare, whatever. Da da da. Oh, I don't know, da 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 da. And then following with Dana Carvey's Diet Mug Root Beer show.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Really tone deaf.
Totally.
On, like,
yeah,
the-
and it's so funny.
Are we
watching-
assuming there's a correlation between diet root beer?
I think it's literally just stupid.
No,
yeah,
it's just- yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just stupid. Yeah,
Got it.
Because that was their whole. It was just like a sketch comedy show, and they were just stupid. So Stephen Colbert,
Right.
kind of started on there,
Yeah.
and Steve Carell is who I was saying.
I know
Yeah.
those two guys. I don't know the third guy.
Dana Carvey,
No.
SNL guy. He was in what do you call it?
Never seen that show.
What's it called? Is it not Bill and Ted? It's the other one, isn't it?
I have no
You have
idea.
no clue?
No idea.
It's,
So
Pass.
it's the one with Mike Myers,
Phone a friend.
where they're like stoner rocker dudes. Nothing.
Oh,
Is that Mike Myers or is it the other one?
anybody listening to this is like screaming at the
This is so annoying. Yeah.
Beavis
Who's
and
the
Butthead?
other late night
No,
guy?
it's not Beavis and Butthead. Well, I'll figure it out. You continue with your trauma story, please.
Oh, I mean, it's not mine. We can talk about my
Do we
trauma
need to
if you
talk
want.
about your
I don't think
trauma?
we want
have
to.
some time.
I go to therapy.
I don't have that much
Once a
time.
month. I'm good.
Guys, I really don't have that much
Well,
time.
when I was 7, no, I want to talk about internet scams.
Okay.
I feel like every other day they're talking about like some sort of scam for your grandma and like you got to take care of your grandpa and your great auntie and all sorts of stuff. But like there's a ton of scams that are now like even getting like Gen Zers who, I don't know how much they're actually reading.
No internet savvy.
No internet
I can
savviness.
sniff out a scam a mile away.
Do you have experience with that?
Yeah.
Tell me.
No, you tell me
Tell
yours
me your
first.
trauma. This is actually not about me. This is a story I came.
No, it's your story.
This is
You got scammed, huh?
Wayne's World.
Sorry.
Wayne's World. That's the
Never
worst
seen
Wayne's
it.
thing.
World.
Never
Yeah.
seen it.
That's Dana Carvey. Okay.
Okay. But everything we're about to hear from Liz is actually, we've changed the names, but it's actually a story about Liz.
Okay. All right.
So,
The names have been changed for privacy.
privacy. Except Liz.
Except for Liz.
What is this like personal attack you have on me?
I don't know.
Well, let's hear your story, Liz.
feeling-
Okay, this
antsy
is
today.
not my story.
Sure.
So, a family speaks out about a missing woman, Cara Taylor, who was found actually not missing because she voluntarily left. She is living with an African tribe in Scotland. Yes.
Wait.
So the family of a missing Texas woman found living in a lost African tribe in the Scottish Highlands fear that she has been manipulated by an internet scam. So,
What?
I want to start with Lost African Tribe.
yes.
Let's start
Go
there.
for it.
Yeah.
How did they get lost?
No, they are not lost. Oh, what I see what you're saying.
Right. What does it mean to be a lost African tribe? Like the whole
Sure.
tribe just disappeared one day.
just don't know where they
and
are.
everybody was like, "Guess they're
I'm
lost."
sure-
They're lost.
Like there
I'm
was
sure
no
like
trace. Like no one left behind. They all moved to Scotland, and no one in Scotland was like, "This is different."
They all took a trip,
What
and
if
then
it
they
was
got
like-
lost, and they were like, "Oh shoot, is this Africa?"
Guess we live here
What if
now.
it was
I
like a
guess we live here
Roanoke,
now.
like a Roanoke deal? They
where
just
they
went missing.
just disappeared.
Yeah.
yeah, but like we never found the Roanoke people.
Right.
Sure.
But-
Well, maybe these are it. The kingdom claims to
Whoa.
be part of a lost Hebrew tribe who
Wait,
returned.
sorry. The kingdom?
Yeah, so if you will actually let me finish.
I'm just so
then I
astounded
will
by
tell you.
everything
I'm
that's
gonna stop you
happening right now.
Says 2 words. I'm gonna stop you right there.
She's
Hold
been
on.
manipulated by a king and queen, and the family's growing concern over her well-being. Cara Taylor, who now goes by as not Lady Safi of Atenahi, has been living in the kingdom of Kubala. So that's the name. Kingdom
Great
of Kubala.
work with the words.
Thank you.
Or the names.
I practiced on the way here.
Okay.
Acclaimed section of forest in Jedburgh, Scotland, with husband and wife duo King Atenahi and Queen Nandi. Taylor, who's a single mother, left a 1-year-old behind on May 25th and entered the UK on a 6-month tourist visa, keeping her connection with the tribe hidden from her relatives. So apparently she has been later in this article, your question may be held. Thank you for raising your hand.
Gotta cut to that.
I've noted that he raised his hand, and I said, wait. The Kingdom of Kubala is the name, and they have a strong social media presence. And so they put out like blogs, they put out videos, like propaganda stuff.
But they were lost.
Yeah. This
Sure,
is
I don't-
They
crazy.
were a strong
Right,
internet
we're-
presence, but they were lost.
We're using loss as a relative term, I guess.
Also, I
So-
raised my hand because you put finger quotes around the word tribe.
because that's what
They
that's what New York
they
Post-
quoted
I
it.
think they're saying that it's just a group of people who say they're an
Sure.
African tribe.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And
You
group,
following? Yeah.
Group is actually meaning 3 people.
No
so
way.
this girl, Cara Taylor, and the king and queen.
What? That's literally what you were saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
What the
So
heck?
so
they-
it's not really a lost tribe. It's just two people who declared themselves in Scotland to be a lost tribe from Africa that are actually
Hebrew
kingdom of like the true followers of God and are now kidnapping people through manipulation.
Yeah, so it said the 21-year-old,
That's
they discovered
crazy.
her secret life only after she disappeared and left a cryptic message saying, had to go out and explore a bit. She was brought up in church, blah, blah, blah. The uncle saying, this is all hogwash, which, like, if you're from Texas, you're not saying hogwash. Am I wrong? I've never heard.
East Texas, yeah.
I was gonna
Okay,
say,
maybe.
I
Not
could hear
Houston
it, but
much, but-
no, not here.
So allegedly discovering a Facebook group called the Kingdom of Kubala through a former like high school friend. She has said, yes, I'm very happy with my king and queen. And I was never missing. I
king.
left my toxic family who abused me.
And your child.
And I'm,
Yeah.
And her child.
yes. And so she's like, I don't go missing. I have left. So
Wow.
it's very interesting. But like, I really want to look up their social media. I don't want to
You're
get
afraid that you'll be brainwashed.
A little bit. I'm easily susceptible.
If Liz goes missing, we know where she
We
is.
know where she is.
Sure. A second Texas woman gets missing. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Her podcast mates were quoted to say, that's hogwash.
Yeah, but how?
Naysayers say Texans don't say that.
So it's so interesting because a lot of these photos, there's literally like a tent from Academy in the background. And like they do have like tribal markings on their faces, and like they are like they've taken over a section of the forest in Scotland, and they're like, this is
So they're just
close
like
enough.
chilling in the woods in
Yeah.
academy tents.
I just want to
Yeah.
say the levels of appropriation that are happening in this story
No.
are insane.
For real
Yeah.
though.
That's nuts.
First appropriating like an African tribe, and then appropriating like we are the kingdom of the Hebrews,
Yeah.
and then appropriating Texas women,
Yeah.
and then appropriating land in Scotland.
I mean, I guess all it takes is that you say, well, this is where I derive from. And so
I
That's
guess.
I
called
get to
appro-
use
that's
this. Well,
called
I know.
appropriation
I
right
guess
there.
so.
Just crazy.
Yeah,
It's just
it's-
crazy that, the loops that, like, it's just nuts.
Well, and it's just, I think just the imagery of like they're doing very I guess traditional tribe like things.
Like tent
Facial
camping.
markings. No. Facial markings, like what they're wearing, blah blah blah. Juxtaposed with was I using
Yeah, that's
Okay.
great.
So far, we're good.
educated. With like these the rocker camping chairs.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that we
yeah.
bring to like games and stuff,
Oh,
and like academy tents. Like
Right.
it's just such a weird image that this article is giving, and that they're willingly like they're giving interview statements, like they're talking about it, but also they're on social media promoting this theology and their like beliefs and trying to recruit people to this. It's so wild to me. But no, you're so right about the appropriation. This feels
Rampant.
wrong.
That's nuts.
It's just crazy.
I don't know. I don't.
So do we think that's like just scam or mental illness?
Ooh. Nothing was brought up about like money, which I'm sure like it's got to be a part of it at some point.
It's somewhere. You got a
Can't
king
really
and a
be a
queen.
scam.
There's
Yeah.
got to be someone. I mean,
Yeah.
but there's 3 people involved. I mean, like,
According to like pyramid schemes, you really don't start making money until like you got like 10 people.
is
You've
it
done
10?
a lot of
Wow,
research into
that's
this.
it? That's it? There's only 10? That's doable. That's doable. We
Yeah,
can
but
do
how
this.
much
Easy.
money are you making at 10 people?
Yeah, I
Not
guess
that
that's
many.
fair.
Not
That's
that
fair.
much.
Sure.
Hey, you got to start somewhere. Take that
Yeah.
first step.
You
Build
can
your
do
build
it.
your pyramid scheme.
Build your empire.
Yeah.
Build your kingdom.
Yeah, so some guy tried to scam me on the internet also.
So
I've
you're
been
familiar?
selling like
Was he the king?
Oh wow. Yeah, he was.
Interesting.
No, I've been selling some of my old Pokemon cards online.
So cool.
And it's been going pretty well, except some guy ordered this card. It's like a $20 card. So it's not like super expensive, but obviously I don't want to lose $20. So he buys it and then he messages me.
Sorry, $20 is a lot for like a little piece of cardboard.
Singular
it
Pokemon
absolutely
card.
is. Yes.
Singular card.
Let's bring it back down to reality.
Well, if you're in the Pokemon card game at all, $20 is kind of like on the low end.
It's like, oh, that's not bad.
There's a lot of
No,
cards.
I understand. Every time Jonathan
Wild.
talks about like cards and stuff, I'm
Yeah.
like, we let's bring it down. Like,
This is
is
cardboard.
cardboard.
Cardboard with pictures printed on it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like a $20 card, but he ordered it, and I listed it as a near mint card, which is like a really good condition. And he messages me like after he receives it, and he's like, "This isn't near mint. This is like heavily damaged. It's got all these rips and bends on it." And I'm like, "There's absolutely no way that's my card. Like, I didn't send it to you that way." And he's like, "It must have happened during shipping." I was like, "There's no way that happens
No.
during shipping
Yeah.
because it's like in sleeves, it's inside of a paper, it's inside of a like reinforced envelope. Like none of that's happening." And he's like, "No, you sent me a damaged card and I want to refund it." And so he is like, it's in the mail coming back to me. Guarantee what happened is he bought my card, which is an exact copy of a card he already had, or he bought a worse copy
That was busted
from somebody
up, yeah.
else that was busted up, and is like swapping them so that he can make money off of it.
Yeah.
And so I have to go through this whole process of like reporting him and stuff. And he's like, he was like rude and like, he was like, "You're calling me a liar," and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I ain't calling you a truther.
All right. I was like, dude, I just like, that's not the condition I sent it in. So I don't know how it ended up like that. And I just want like to verify that. I don't know.
Have
Anyway,
you seen
come
like
on, dude.
all
It's messed
the
up.
like Venmo or Cash App like scammers? They're like asking you to like, or they're accidentally sending you money. And
accidentally send you
right.
money.
They're like, "Oh no, like please send it back. Like I sent it to the
Right,
wrong
I
person." And
yeah.
then it's tied to your bank account, so they can
Right.
get through there.
Yeah, well, they ask you to send it back, and then they dispute the original one, and so they end up getting their money back and the money that you sent them back, and so then you're out. Like,
I've seen multiple TikToks where they're like, I just didn't send the money back, and it is now mine. And they're like blowing up their phone, and they're calling them back, and like, "Don't scam a scammer," and all
Yeah.
this stuff. Which
Right.
like that's kind of funny. not
dude, there's
gonna
like
lie.
whole like YouTube and Twitch streams and like a whole community based around people scamming the scammers, like
Fighting back.
like call center people. Like their whole goal is like, how long can I keep this one call center
Yeah.
scammer
Yeah.
on the
Wow.
phone? Because the longer he's on the phone with you, the more money he's losing. And like sometimes they'll like I say hack, you know, I don't know how much hacking there is to it, but they'll like
Sure.
send them their location information and say, "Hey, I called the police. They're on the way to your location," and stuff like that. And it's crazy.
So awesome. So if you get that card back, like, how do you know it's going to be your card?
I don't. I just basically am going to go through like the platform that we use to sell cards and say, "Hey, this guy." I
Did
have
this.
I have a really strong suspicion that this guy did this, and they're going to have to like go through his account and see, is he doing this frequently? Is he like, you know, buying cards and then returning them because the condition is not correct or something like that? And so basically, I don't know what's going to happen. I might just be out like all of the shipping costs plus a downgraded card.
Right.
But yeah,
That sucks.
Does it happen enough where it's pretty much like a routine check or anything?
This is the only time it's happened to me. They've got some guidelines about what to do if this kind of thing happens on their website. So
yeah,
like,
it's got to happen enough times for that. to
yeah, I mean, enough people's got to, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and overall, my experience been fine. I've sold like probably nearly 100 cards.
That's so cool.
And,
That's awesome. Just as a hobby, you know?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty sick.
Getting rid of cards I'm not using or
Yeah.
not gonna care about.
You
that
don't care
much.
about that much.
Yeah.
Let us know what your favorite Pokemon card is, or if you have a favorite TV show that you have liked to watch, or if you're interested in getting scammed anytime soon.
Yeah, or if
Yeah.
you have been scammed. I'd love to hear the story.
Yeah, let
Send
us
us
know.
an email and we'll send you a scam.
Send us your bank account information, and we'll make
Personalized
sure to
scam
respond.
for you.